let's do some yoga. Okay, rub the hands together, Gyan Mudra. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Let it go through the mouth. Or through the nose if that feels right for you. Breathe it in. Let it go. Yes. These are called cleansing breaths because the way that they're cleansing is that they're so dramatic. Being dramatic is so important for the body. Feeling less bad about being so dramatic. Okay. Hands come together at heart center now. The sternums push, the thumbs push into the sternum like both knuckles. I want you to activate those fingers, push into the sternum. And the sternum is gonna push back on the bones. Again, like individual ribs here, both sides. We really wanna activate all aspects of these body parts. Nice deep breath in. Okay, after the next inhale, we're going to exhale and begin our mantras. Our mantra is Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. You don't have to say it out loud. You can just listen in, but over time, like, you're gonna get into it. Also, this one lady that I do yoga with, Patty, she vibrates just like sound. Like she's like, oh, like she'll just get into the vibration of the throat without like changing it, right? So she doesn't like do the mantra, she just vibrates. So cool, love that too. I think that's powerful. Okay, so with this mantra, we're tuning into our higher self. We're tuning into the reality that is this consciousness, that is this like dimensional other that we cannot see or grasp, but that we can sense. In a way we can smell it, in a way we can hear it, in a way we can taste it. And that mantra is Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. All right, we're gonna chant it 3 times. Inhale. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Sorry I didn't go right away into the second repetition of that. I want to say that I did that very dramatically, really got into it. That's good for the throat, that's a really good practice, but like, I'm not totally comfortable doing it, and I don't really want to do it again, and I also don't want to waste time. So I'm just going to finish up the second 2. Inhale. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Inhale. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Hands come down to Gyan Mudra. Take a nice big breath in. Let it go. We're going to start with a spinal flex. We're in this easy position. If your ankles are crossed, uncross them. We need one leg out in front. We're going to grab hold of this shin. Inhale, send the chest forward. Let the back arch, the belly button drops, the tailbone lifts. That's your inhale. Exhale, let it go. Let it go first. Blow it all out. And then the movement happens by itself, and it happens top down, like my upper back is contracting, which is then causing my lower back to contract. And that is much more active, much more conscious, much more aligned with the actual way that the body moves than me just pulling it back with force. But we don't have to be perfect all the time, so we're gonna do our spinal flex at a normal pace. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Find your own pace here. If you're really super paying attention to your breath, which is what you're supposed to be doing, you'll notice that sometimes you're going to inhale when you're moving backwards and you thought it was supposed to be inhaling when you move forwards. It truly doesn't matter. Like, on some levels, it does support your alignment, but matching the pace and keeping consistent and stable breath is way more important. So my tailbone is actually lifting as I'm coming forward. We're gonna do both, lifting the tailbone, like really dramatic spinal flex, and a spinal flex in stillness. So whatever you're already doing, do that. And then when we switch, just switch to the other one. So again, either your tailbone is lifting and you're like rocking, and then later you're gonna switch to still, or you're still and just puffing the chest, and then when we switch, you're gonna move to the more dramatic, like lifting and rocking, okay? All right, let's switch. There's so much breath happening in my body already that I'm using my mouth to release the air more quickly, like get more of it out because I'm releasing so much. But initially I would have done this like in through the nose, out through the nose. So just watching what's happening. There's not like a way that you're supposed to do it, although there is a way in that you're like consciously breathing. Bring your hands out to your knees as you finish this last round, really opening up that upper back, that lower back. Now that you've created some stability in your body moving, yes, but also your relationship with your body. Oh, now I get those abs in there too. This reminds me of Miko from Love All 5D. This is exactly what he used to look like. I think it was like dramatic and I didn't get it. Because I used to do Kundalini Yoga like this. Or like my hip circles would be like small. Yeah, they're still small sometimes. But like dramatic is good. Okay, beautiful. If you don't feel grounded in your space already, maybe take a moment to reflect on that and what grounding means to you. But I am feeling my body. I'm aware of my body. I am feeling the floor beneath me. I know what it feels like. I know what else is around me. I hear the noises around me. Everything's open. Everything's on. We're gonna stick the legs out in front of us. Make sure the torso is like in front of the legs. That probably won't be a thing for you. I turned. We're gonna lift through the lower abdominal muscles. Like you wanna like lift your little pouch like up, but obviously not really with your hands, just like energetically. So you're activating those lower muscles. Trying to keep from touching your lap. And then when you feel like that's about done its thing, flex those toes really hard. Let your ankles roll, let your knees bend. Just saying hello to our legs. Take a nice big breath in, and then we are going to walk our hands down our legs to fold, whatever is most comfortable for you. As you can see, I'm touching my toes. When I first did this pose this morning, when I was making this class, my forward fold was like literally here. It was not happening. So this is only because of the breath work and the movement I've already done, like here now. As always, if you can reach your feet and your shoes are off, give those puppies a rub. They love it. Walk those hands up. I didn't even do the movement. Oi. I'm just in it, you know? Okay, so you're gonna go back down. We are going to raise our chest, lift our chest in this movement. You wanna think of your heart reaching towards your toes, okay? It's not your heart reaching down. Heart to toes. You're keeping this length in the back, the stability. All right, so the hands are down on the shins somewhere. Lengthen, hands come up. That's your breath in. Exhale, send it down. Inhale up, exhale down, okay? We're getting that like cardio, right? This is it. We're raising our heartbeat, but through our breath so that it's more sustainable, so that it's healthier. So we're not scaring it into quickness. All right, let's come up to the top. Take a nice big inhale. And let it go. Walk the hands back behind the hips. Leaning into your arms, activating those arm muscles, just as a counterbalance to all the leg and the core work. Come back into our cross-legged seat, our easy pose, or something else that's more comfortable for you. The palms come out, the elbows are tucked in. We're gonna push one hand in front of us at a time. Okay, this is the motion. It's a strong push. The elbow is really straightening. And we are going to breathe through an O-shaped mouth. Notice how I just changed my speed from what I was going to. You have to be intentional in your breath here. You either have to choose that you have an inhale and an exhale with one push, or you're going to choose the faster one, which is inhale, push with an exhale, push. Inhale, push, exhale, push, right? So each so either the pushes are going to be fast or the pushes are going to have a pause. My hips are rocking a lot. It's hard to create a stable seat here. It helps if you uncross the ankles and you sit in like a proper yoga easy pose. And that just means we need to activate our core. And you need to activate even lower than that. Those like hip flexors, maybe they're called. Like, I don't know. I'm still learning too. Moving energy. Beautiful. O-shaped mouth. right, and come to center. Nice big breath in. Hands can do whatever. Bring them down to the lap. Hold it, hold it, hold it. If you already let it go, inhale again and hold it. Hold it throughout your whole length of your spine, and then get to your tailbone and contract it. Squeeze that tailbone. Squeeze the internal hip space. Squeeze the lower back. Squeeze the lower ribs. Squeeze the collarbones. Squeeze the backside of the ribs, the diaphragm. Squeeze the outside of the diaphragm, like the outer edges of the diaphragm. Core is so freaking active here. And let it go. We're gonna come to Venus Mudra, which means our hands interlace, fingers, pointer fingers face up, and one thumb is over the other. We're gonna stick the hands out in front of our heart and like lengthen the arms. We're gonna stay here in this pose. Inhale through the nose, exhale through a whistle. This practice so far is all of these conscious breathing exercises because we're activating the third eye. Once that third eye opens, learns to be open, it navigates, it explores the body. And then so we like deepen into this internal state where we're not just physically doing, we're not physically receiving like from the external so much. We're sort of listening to our own guidance. And the way that that would look in like a real life example is if you are not listening to me as much, but you're still doing yoga of some sort. You're still doing movement. Oh my gosh, the shoulders are on fire. Inhale through the nose, exhale, whistle. You can do it, just, I don't know, keep trying. Try and activate. I want to put my arms down so bad, but I also really want to keep going. So am I going to put it down because I think that you guys need to put it down? No, dude, I'm going to do my own practice. Inhale. And you can come on down when you need. I can't whistle, but I'm not going to get complacent and just exhaling through the mouth. I am going to intend to make that whistle sound. Because it activates the teeth and the mouth in a certain way. Honestly, I think I still have so much power left in me because the underside of my arms like aren't really active at all. And if I could just get into those muscles, I would turn on their capacity. Oh, okay, I'm weakening. I'm gently starting to lower these arms, still breathing. Still not wanting to break, but doing it anyway. All right. Beautiful, hands come to Gyan Mudra. Thumb and pointer to touch. The rest of the fingers are out long. Your wrists are relaxed on your knees. We're going to do the breath of fire. If you already know it, feel free to start. I'm going to walk us through it. Some teachers say it's like panting like a dog, but through the nose, which, yes, it's also more complex than that. So you're going to inhale through the nose. Okay, you're going to inhale and exhale through the nose. And I want you to quicken it, like start slow, but build up. Try and do it as fast as you can. Then when you're in that state of it being really fast, try and notice what's happening. When I get there, I will try and explain it so that if you want to take yourself there, you can try and do that. Stomach is pumping. I'm just not sure which way it's pumping yet. I really want to relax my shoulders. They're sore from that, so my hands are coming in closer to my thighs. I mean, on my thighs. I think you're supposed to just breathe faster than you can think. And breathe loud so that you overwhelm your auditory senses. So you can't listen to thoughts happening. Take a nice big breath in. Hold it. If you already exhaled, sip in again. Squeeze that tailbone, really curl it under. Squeeze the abdominals around the spine, so it's the back side of the abdominals. That's the fascia you want to tune into. Yes. Breathe, let those lungs expand, pushing the ribs and the diaphragm out. Breathe in and release. Release the posture. Let the breath do whatever. Maybe it's not ready to exhale, maybe it's not ready to inhale. Come back to your natural way of sitting. Our next movement, we are going to scoop with our arms. You can imagine you're gathering water or soil, whatever. Scoop with the arms, lift the arms up overhead, and then lower them behind your head. Then release, scoop, lift, lower. Close your eyes. Let your breath do whatever is natural. Really tune into this movement and the visualization. It doesn't have to be robotic. Not every single one needs to be the exact same way, the exact same movement, the exact same breath. Let your body flow, dance, express, release. And again, the breath is up to you. Notice how I just took a random deep inhale. That's because that's what my body wanted. Alright, and we'll come back to center. Bring the wrists, the hands to Gyan Mudra. Actually, let's bring our hands to fists. Bring those fists touching each other, like knuckles to knuckles. I want you to try and release your hands so there's pressure against each of the fingers, or like where it can reach. I guess that's not really possible. And the elbows are stable. I want you to push your knuckles against each other. And then can we reverse the wrists? Get a little stretch in there. If you got lost, we were at knuckles. The fingertips come towards each other and up and out. The hands can come back together. Beautiful. All right, you're gonna stay where you are. We're gonna come to Venus Mudra again, behind the back. So the hands are crossed, the fingers come up. That's not that important, but if you want to do it, do it. So we're crossing the fingers. I'm in my mudra. There's power, there's strength in my hands. They're really grasping at each other to stay together. And I'm lifting the arms. We're gonna stay here. If it helps you stay here by bouncing, like I feel pretty tight, this helps me, you can do that. Otherwise, try and just keep the arms up where they are. Your own breath here. Don't be so overwhelmed by the tension. If it's too much, take it down. Because I want you to sit in this. I want you to be in an exploratory, creative, internal place, mindset. I don't want you to just be like, ow, oh my God, when is it over? So there's tension, you're creating pressure with the hands clasped. But it's not overwhelming. It's actually supporting your concentration of your breath. Just when I say the breath doesn't matter, it doesn't mean, oh my gosh, I can't believe I was saying that. The breath matters. The pace doesn't matter. But if it doesn't matter, then we forget about it. And we can't forget about it. Beginning to release those arms in whatever way is most comfortable, relaxing, easeful for you. Stretch out those legs. Let's give a little roll of the ankles, waking up those feet. All right, we're gonna tent the legs. The soles of the feet come to the ground, the knees are up. The hands come backward. We're leaning back enough. First of all, okay, our hands are close enough behind our back. They're not so spread out. They're close enough that we lean back and the weight is like totally supported. The awareness doesn't shift to like one side. It's clearly in the center. Both arms are supporting equally. We're gonna lean back and lift those legs. Come to our V-sit. I want you putting your weight in the back of your body. This is not about, this. This is about this. And if you can take off some of that weight in the arms through your core, do that. You really shouldn't rock forward. I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to activate my core so that I can take some pressure off of my arms. The knees together. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Lift the legs. Let's do some leg lifts. Crazy. Do what you can. And coming back down. Oh wow. Wrap those arms around. We're gonna lean back into that V again once more. This time, not putting weight into the shoulders. Allowing all of that grounding to begin happening, where the energy is being magnetized to your root, to your stability. So we're just lifting the feet up. I like the pressure this is giving my inner arms. this like holding of my knees, you don't have to do that. Your arms could like be here, they could be here, whatever. Remember, you're not leaning back into your butt or your hips. You're staying on your sit bones, and your core is holding you. I'm sorry, you're sitting on your sit bones, and it's magnetizing energy to it, so it's getting denser, it's getting heavier, it's grounding, it's being grounded. Because of all the other stuff moving through it to get to the ground. Ooh. All right, let's come down. Lengthen the legs. We're going to come to a forward fold. Go ahead and walk your arms out. Find what's comfortable for you. Again, a natural breath that is present. You don't have to touch your toes, you don't have to bend far, but I do want that opening of the outer hips that this provides, this lengthening of the hamstrings that this provides. So the legs do need to be turned on. The spine support that the legs provide. We're relaxing, we're allowing the body to do what it needs, to be strong, to be soft, to be mobile. As we allow our body weight to be supported by the base of our body. And as we allow the base of the body to be supported by the ground beneath it. For this next pose, I'm feeling this forward fold so hard, so I'm going to stay in it, but you can come up to sit if you'd like. We're just going to be in this Lotus mudra. We're going to sit here. The wrists come together. The base of the palm comes to touch. The outside of the hands where the pinkies meet and the outside of the hands where the thumbs meet come to touch, and these other fingers are stretched out wide. This is our Lotus. Cover the face. Relax your breathing. And melt. Go ahead and melt. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. I want you to hear them. Release that hamstring stretch whenever you're ready, if you happen to still be in it. Just keep in mind that that's not forever. Bring your awareness to that Lotus mudra. Make sure all the proper parts of your hands are touching or trying to touch. Lift your hands slightly to your chin level. Reaching those fingers out, envisioning a lotus in your hands here that you're holding up so gently and so humbly, like an offering. And noticing I'm slightly raising my arms up towards my crown. Now that I have this awareness of the depth of this pose and the lotus, I'm adorning myself with that lotus. Make sure you're breathing in your pose. When you feel ready to bring your hands down to the floor, we'll let that energy flow down to the earth. Share those high chakra frequencies. And then we are going to give ourselves some body taps wherever feels right for you, whatever feels right for you, pressure that feels right for you. You can switch to a fist if you like that pressure. Making sure to get your hands, okay? And if that means just squeezing, massaging your hands, that's fine. We do so much work, and how often are these muscles massaged? It's my favorite part of the yoga practice. So much feeling sensation is possible through this kind of yoga. And then when you are ready, please come and lay down for Shavasana. You can sit up and just meditate. Gyan Mudra in easy pose is always an option. Or find what your body is craving next. That could definitely be a child's pose. Get there, get comfortable, relax into your lower body, your back body, and then allow your back body to relax into the floor. Another amazing Kundalini Yoga practice. I always come out so grateful, not just for how I feel, but for having spent time that way. It feels like such an excellent use of time. We'll spend a few minutes in silence now. Start to get some micro movements going in your body. Go ahead and spend a full 60 seconds moving how you want. Giving your body the feelings it still needs to have before we come up to a seated position and close out our time together. Sometimes it can be sad to go, right? Like, why can't we do this? Why can't we feel like this all the time? But it gives a necessary contrast. The polarities will just keep growing. All right, so we're in a seated position now. Let's do a breath in and out of the nose gently. Inhale. Blow out of your mouth. Just any excess air that's in there. You can take an inhale. I hope to see you again. Let's bring our hands to our hearts, bow our head, take one last inhale in which my mind is connecting with my body, and my body is connected with my space, and my space is connected with your space. And on the exhale, we chant Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Getting to hear your beautiful voice, which declares your reverence to truth.